What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? Welcome to the Real Big Fruit Podcast. Today, I will be recording my very first episode of When I Fired the Shot. This is what y'all been waiting for. Y'all been waiting for the Real Big Fruit story. And this is where we're going to start, because this is the most important part of the story. So I'm going to start here. As we all know, Big Fruit was incarcerated for an accidental shooting, which led to a manslaughter conviction. This accidental shooting that I was involved in, when the actual shot was released, my victim was a 19-year-old female. Lakeisha Shondell May. We knew her as Big Sean in Lafayette Garden Projects. The incident took place May 15th, 1992, a Friday night, around 10 p.m., if I remember correctly. Now, in order for me to tell you about the incident, I'm going to have to take it back a few months prior to the incident, because I'm not going to hold nothing back when I'm telling you this story, because this is my story. This is my life. I'm going to take you back to about late March 1992. This late March 1992, it's Fruit, Ron K off of Grand Avenue, rest in peace, and Stack a Dollar from LG, rest in peace. We a trio. We decided to take our show on the road out of Brooklyn. We take it down to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Me and Stack take it on the road. Ron K stay in New York. Me and Stack do what we do. We set up shop in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's a good look. We pop off. It's a good look. We doing all right. So we come back to New York. We let K know what it is, yada, yada, yada. So K like, yo, listen, I'm going to hold New York down while y'all do that. We going to do this, we going to do that. All right, cool. So in the process of me and Stack being in Harrisburg, Stack get homesick. Okay, Stack get homesick. Yo, no, we out of town. We getting a little money now. First time he gets some money. He got a lot of money on him. He feeling himself. Yo, he want to go to the mall. He want to get fresh. He want to go back to the hood. I understand it. All right, cool. I'm not going back. You go back. You got 72 hours. Hit me back in 3 days. All right, cool. The little homie go to New York. While the little homie in New York over those 3 days, immediately, you know what I'm saying? Little niggas in LG, while we was in LG coming up, we wasn't satisfied with just one beef. We used to take on 2-3 beefs at a time. So, little niggas in LG, they beefing with Grand Avenue. There's some bickering going on. And they beefing with a certain crew of old heads in my projects. I'm in Harrisburg. I don't know none of this shit going on. So the niggas in the projects is taking on 2 beefs. So when Stack go to New York, I guess he flew into the beef, because as soon as he got to New York, he took a shot. He got popped in his arm. So after about 2-3 days, I called him New York to check on this nigga. Yo, what's up with Stack? Niggas like, yo, Stack got hit in his arm. Ooh, ah, we beefing with such and such in them niggas. Old heads in the projects. What? I'm on the first thing smoking. I fly to New York. I get to the hood, get to the crib, and I get to the crib, yo, what's going on? They explained to me what's going on. Ooh, why, this, that, and the third. We ran down on the niggas. Them niggas don't want no beef. The project is hot. We can't get no money. But we gripped up. All right, what was going on? I need a hammer. They give me a hammer. Yo, Peter Rad, grip up, let's go. Niggas like, yo, what's up? Yo, listen, them niggas talk to y'all. Y'all squash that shit. Them niggas ain't talk to me. I ain't squash a motherfucking thing. When I see these niggas, it's on site. Come on, Peter Russo. So me and Peter Rad roll out. I'm on my bullshit. These old niggas, fuck that. So me and Peter Rad roll out. So when me and Peter Rad roll out, we see the homie Fat Dow. Now, we spoke about Fat Dow briefly in the LG story, but I'm going to tell you what it is. Fat Dow was probably about 6'1", 6'2", 350, 375. Easy. Big fat nigga like Buff from the Fat Boys. But don't get it fucked up. Fat Dow's a legend in LG. As big as that nigga was, that nigga crack your ass on the basketball court, and that nigga take some money in Midtown, breeze on you, and stash. That's how fast this nigga was. So don't get it fucked up when I say Fat Dow. Anyway, me and Peter Russo see Fat Dow. Oh shit, boom. As soon as we see us, he get on point, because he fucking with them old head niggas. So he see us, he get on point. But before that nigga make a move, me and Peter Rad on this nigga. We chasing this nigga down, we throwing shots at this nigga. Like I said, Fat Dow was not just a fat nigga. That nigga got up out of there. Me and Peter Rad blowing at this nigga. He keep it pushing. So when we come back upstairs after blowing at the nigga and shit, niggas is like, yo, the project's hot, fruit, you bugging, leave that shit alone. Nah, fuck that. Them niggas talk to y'all. Them niggas ain't talk to me. No sooner as I said that shit, the niggas came up to the crib. Niggas is like, yo, son, them old niggas was at the door. I'm like, the fuck them niggas want? Niggas like, yo, that nigga Fruit can talk for itself. So I go out. Now, when I was out there throwing shots at the nigga Fat Dow, I'll never forget. I had the fifth. I had a 7-shot fifth with a lemon squeeze on it. I never forget. So now, when them niggas knock on the door and I make a decision to go out in the hallway, I never forget, son. I forgot who it was. But somebody was like, yo, here, take this with you. And when they opened the box, it was the brand new Desert. Never fired, son. The brand new 357 Desert Eagle. I saw that shit, son. Oh, shit. I grabbed that shit. I took that shit in the hallway. I go out in the hallway, I talk to these niggas. I'm gripped up with this big ass brand new gun. I am itching to pop, son. I mean, I am itching to pop. I'm ready to leave these niggas right here in this hallway. But them niggas ain't want no smoke. Them niggas came, yo, we don't want no beef. Yo, that shit ain't about nothing. I flexed on them niggas. I stuck my chest out on them niggas. Yo, listen, man, it ain't going down like that. Niggas shot my little man. I came out here to answer the bell. You know what I'm saying? If niggas don't want no beef, niggas gotta let me know they don't want no motherfucking beef. Yeah, I flexed on them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That was 19. That was around the end of. Now this is May 1992. Because we done been in Harrisburg getting some money now for about a month. You know what I'm saying? Shit looking real good in Harrisburg. I flew in for this bullshit. So now it's May. Right? So when I flex on these niggas and shit, they take it with a grain of salt. I say that to say, them niggas still hold on to that grudge to this day. When my name come up, them old niggas, yo, so the nigga Fruit, man. He still ain't on that bullshit. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. I ain't on that bullshit. That shit ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I had to put shit in its proper perspective back then. But anyway, so I never forget, son. That had to be a Thursday. I'm gonna play this shit out for you. That had to be a Thursday. We handled that shit on a Thursday night. After that shit died down, we all in the crib Thursday night, going into Friday morning. Now, I can't recall exactly what the fuck happened, but Thursday night, the Grand Ave shit came up. So we go into Friday morning with a decision made. Yo, listen, we going down there, you know what I'm saying? We gonna step to this nigga, ooh. Alright, cool, fuck it. So Friday morning, about 10 o'clock in the morning, everybody get up and grip up. When I say everybody, I talk about the whole clique, son. Me, Peter Russo, Big Head, this other nigga, Diesel, you know what I'm saying? Baby Boy, the whole clique, son. Doc, eBay, the whole clique, son. Everybody grip up. 10 o'clock in the morning. Friday morning. It's May 15th. Sun is out. Birds chirping and shit. The summer trying to come in. 10 o'clock in the morning. We roll like 8, 9 deep down the Grand Avenue. We roll down Lafayette. We boom. We hit that left on Grand. When we hit the left on Grand, like a dead headlights. The nigga standing right there. That world need to talk to. So World and this nigga going back and forth. While World and this nigga going back and forth, a cab pull up. When the cab pull up, out jumps chick from my projects. Now the chick from my projects, she happens to be my girlfriend's sister at the time. The girl I'm rocking with at the time, this is her sister. Ain't no smoke. But when she jump out the cab, she immediately sense whatever the fuck World and this nigga is bickering about, she know what the fuck is going on. So when she jumps out the cab, she immediately puts on the scene. Broad daylight. Yo, what the fuck? Little niggas from LG, y'all always, y'all be frontin', y'all like y'all gonna do something, Like she went in. So when she go in, niggas is getting, rattled up. Niggas is gripped up 10 o'clock in the morning, like itching the pop, like what the fuck? So I'm watching this shit, and in my mind I'm going, oh man, I hope she don't get nobody hurt. This shit crazy. So they go through it, they do their little talking and shit. The dude, World, and the chick, they do their little talking and shit. Shit calm down. We start walking back to the projects. So we walking back to the projects. Niggas ain't really communicating with each other what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? We kids at the time. We just hype off the motherfucking incident. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gripped up, itching the pop. But ain't nobody really saying what the fuck going on and what we doing or how we doing. We go back to the crib. Remember, it's a Friday. So now it's like the afternoon. So we like, yo, fuck it, what we doing? If I'm not mistaken, a movie came out that night. It might have been the Lethal Weapon movie that featured Chris Rock. Is that 1992? I might be off my years. But it was a Lethal Weapon movie dropped that day. And everybody was like, yo, we gonna go to the movies tonight. So niggas start breaking off in crews, going to the movies, doing what they do. I never forget. Me and like 2 other niggas were stuck in the crib. It's nighttime now. 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Dark outside. I never forget. We sitting in the crib. Niggas is like, yo. This is where you get thick, kid. This is where, tap the bottle. This is where you get thick. Real talk. This is where shit get thick. So now, I says, yo, it's about 3 of us in the crib. I says, yo, I'm gonna go to the weed spot. Go get some weed. That's what we was on, like weed spot shit. So niggas was like, alright. I never forget, I had on a blue, a dark blue, like black Fila sweatsuit. I never forget, I had on a sweatsuit. Remember, pay attention to details. Pay attention to the details. I had on a Fila sweatsuit. Boom. And when I went to walk, I grabbed my Fila jacket, I threw my jacket on, zipped it up. I went to walk out the crib. Remember, I was just shooting at this fat nigga down. We beefing with these niggas in the projects. I ain't even think about the Grand Avenue shit. I grabbed the desert. On my way out the door, I grabbed the Desert Eagle. 357 Desert Eagle, brand new, never been fired. I grabbed the shit. Throw the shit in my waist. The shit is too big, and I don't have on the proper attire. But I'm thirsty. So I'm walking. I breathe out the crib, jump on the elevator, I go downstairs. Now I'm walking through the projects. When I come out the building, I'm walking through the project. I'm not just walking freely. I'm basically holding the fucking gun in my waist. Cause the shit is so big, it's so heavy, and I got on sweatpants. But I'm gonna make it to the weed spot and back. That's what I'm telling myself. So I start strolling up motherfucking DeKalb Avenue. When I'm walking up DeKalb Avenue, I hit 456. 456 is on my right. As I see a group of girls. It's my girl's sister who was beefing on Grand Avenue. And like two other chicks, so it's about 3 of them. And I see them on my peripheral, I see them. So I tells myself, man, this is the God honest truth. I tells myself, Fruit, don't say nothing to these chicks. Keep walking. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my girl sister, she get dramatic with it. You know what I'm saying? We beefing on Grand Avenue with the nigga she fucking. But I told myself, don't say nothing to them. Mainly her. Keep it pushing. I'm walking. And on my peripheral, I see her. She going in a pocketbook. Now let me say this, man. You gotta be from Brooklyn, specifically Bed-Stuy, to know what them chicks in LG was really like. When I told the story on St. Laz about the Cabana girls, and I just kept telling Laz, you listen, these chicks in LG was different. I kept repeating it. They was different. And I'm gonna say it to you now. The chicks from LG was different. Especially to me. For me to be a 16 or 17-year-old adolescent in the street, these women were different. These girls were different. I ain't never came across other chicks like them. Period. They had a history in my hood. They did some things. They violated some people. They threw some shots. Like, they was different. So, until you understand that, bro, you ain't gonna understand what the fuck I'm telling you. But I'm gonna proceed. So, like I said, when I looked through my peripheral, I seen her digging in her pocketbook. She had a little, you know, back in the day, little pocketbook and shit. And when I seen that, son, all bets was off. I immediately reacted and responded. Remember, I'm still carrying this fucking gun in my waist. So the first thing I did was I started to move in her direction. And when I moved in her direction, son, I wanted to grab the pocketbook. Because I ain't wanted to go in the pocketbook. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I personally thought she had a firearm. I'm keeping it 100 with you. And I wasn't going to try to find out. You know what I mean? So when I grabbed her pocketbook, the other two chicks, they responded. Like, oh shit, what the fuck? So now, I'm holding on to the pocketbook, and the 3 of them are trying to beat on me. Yeah, this is real talk. This is real motherfucking talk. I forgot I had something right here. This is real motherfucking talk. As I'm holding on to the pocketbook, the 3 of them is beating on me. Don't forget, I got this big ass gun on me. So on one hand, I'm not letting this pocketbook go. On the other hand, I'm not letting the gun go. So I'm basically fair game. The three of them is assaulting me. I'm taking it like a champ. They on me, they on me. This is where shit went left. One of them, oh, mind you, let me back it up. While I'm doing the ruckus, the mayhem, me and the three women, or the three girls at the time, LaKeisha Shondell May, aka Big Sean, as we loved her, she's not there. She's about 30, 40, 50, 60 feet away, sitting in the park with her baby, my little cousin. She's a newborn at the time. She has a baby by my cousin. Remember, the girl I'm messing with, she has two sisters. One of them, I'm over here fighting with this pocketbook. And the other one is sitting in the park with her baby. The chick I mess with, she's nowhere around. Who the fuck knows where she at? So, her two sisters. Now, when all this shit is going on, Sean's not on the scene. In the midst of all that shit, bro, Sean come running out the park when she see the fight going on. Remember, her sister's involved. She, oh shit, my sister fighting. Or she could have been saying, oh shit, Fruit and my sister fighting. What the fuck going on? Let me go break it up. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. You know what I'm saying? But she came running to the scene. Now, as she's coming to the scene, I'm going through this bullshit with these chicks. This is where shit go left. One of them jumped on my back. And when she jumped, remember, I'm fair game. I got one hand here, one hand here on the gun. And when she jumped on my back, she threw her arms around my neck. Bad bruh. Your boy Big Fruit is an asthmatic since birth. And as a child, I had that shit bad. Down the hall from me, rest in peace, little Robbie, I watched a childhood friend die from his asthma attack. I took my asthma seriously. I kept an asthma pump on me at all times. I was ripping, running the streets. A nigga ain't had no motherfucking, I probably had medical insurance, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? My grandma's probably had medicated some shit for me, but I ain't know. I was ripping, running the streets. I was buying me a motherfucking Primatine Mist inhaler over the counter. every 2 weeks. $50 inhaler, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't play that shit when it came to my asthma. Pump on the basketball, pump on the basketball court, pump in the street, pump in Midtown. I ain't play that shit. My asthma was serious. So when the girl jumped on my back and she put her hands around my neck, I ain't gonna hold you, my nigga. I blacked out. All bets was off. I let the motherfucking pocketbook go. I ain't let that gun go because I ain't want that shit to fall, go off as a big fucking gun. Blow my fucking leg off on some cheddar bob shit. Like, I ain't let the gun go. I was holding it by the face. Not the hand, not the handle. I was holding it by the face. So I'm holding on the gun. And when the girl jumped around my neck, I blacked out, son. I slammed her off of my back. And when I slammed her off of my back, the fucking firearm came out my waistband. So when the firearm come out, I grabs this shit. When I grab this shit, son, no soon as I grabbed it, son, remember, I'm blacked out. The bitch had a fucking hands around my neck. I'm going through it right now. When I went to grab the gun, and when I went to swing it, out of nowhere, Sean come running. Now when I grab the gun, I grab it by the hammer, son, by the handle. So my finger on the fucking trigger, son. On the fucking trigger. When she come running, and when I go to swing the motherfucking gun to back everybody up off of me, the shit fired a shot, son. The shit fired its very first shot. And I hit Sean. I hit her somewhere like in her shoulder and neck area with the Desert Eagle 357. She didn't have a chance, son. And when the shot went off, everybody froze. Everybody just froze. She collapsed in my arms. There was a car there. We sat on a car. I never forget, I passed the hammer off to the homie, salute. The homie breathed. And I started to stay there. And her last words to me was like, run, the police gonna come. Like, she was like, the police gonna come. And I didn't run off the scenes, my nigga. I was traumatized right then and there. I walked off the scene, slowly walked through the projects. And everybody else was just standing there in shock. I walked through the projects. I walked all the way to the front. 88 precinct right there. I walked past all those police, traumatized, son. I went in the building, I got on the elevator, went upstairs to the crib. Remember, when I left the crib, I left some niggas in the crib. So when I came upstairs, when they opened the door, them niggas was like, yo, what the fuck happened? And I was traumatized, son. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up, you just close the door. Close the door, turn the lights out. Niggas was like, turn the lights out. And then one nigga said, yo, what you do, man? Yo, you hurt somebody? I never forget, man. I never fucking forget. He said that shit. He said, yo, you hurt somebody? And I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. I just sat there quiet in the crib, son. About 5 minutes later, rest in peace, Stack of Dollar. And shout out to homie Dr. Legend. About 5 minutes later, son, Stack of Dollar and Dr. Legend came up to the crib. 5 minutes in behind me, son. He was like, yo, she died, son. My heart just dropped, son. And immediately, now niggas gotta get focused. Niggas is like, yo, and they out there telling, motherfuckers talk to the police, So I'm like, oh, shit. The fuck? So now I'm stuck in this crib. I gotta get the fuck out of here, son. Niggas like, yo, chill, lay low. I'm like, nah, I gotta get the fuck out of here, son. Remember, I flew in from Harrisburg for this shit. I flew in for Harrisburg, got caught up in this shit. So I'm like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So it's about 10 o'clock at night. We go through the night, smoking, drinking. Now I'm starting to abuse cocaine. Real talk. Right then and there that night, I started abusing cocaine. I was already dipping and dabbing that shit when I was busting my hammer running around with Ron K. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Ron K and Wise used to sniff that. They used to call it Big Daddy. When they used to sniff their cocaine, they say, yo, I got some Big Daddy. So I'm trying to be grown running behind these niggas. I'm dipping and dabbing in cocaine fucking with these niggas. Me and Peter Rusto and other niggas. You know what I'm saying? But on that night, now I'm abusing this shit. I'm stressed the fuck out. And I'm stuck in this crib. So, and you're drinking, smoking weed, using cocaine. 17 years old. Going through it, son. So now, It's about 3 in the morning. I'm like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. That cocaine got me wide. I'm like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Niggas like, yo, what you gonna do? I'm like, I'm out. Word, son. I just got up, grabbed my jacket. I jumped on the elevator. Now, I live on the 2nd floor. I rolled down. I ain't even stop at my crib, say my goodbyes to my family or nothing, son. I got off that elevator. I looked out the building. I saw all the police in and out of the precinct, but it's like 3 in the morning, so shit quiet. I had already called the cab. The cab pulled up right on motherfucking Classen between DeKalb and Lafayette, right in front of the fucking police station. He's between the police station and my building. Yo, I had to calm the yo, son. You scared to death. And I'm bugging, like, you can't imagine the shit going through my mind, son. I just killed my girlfriend's sister, my cousin baby mother, my cousin's mother, and on top of that, she had a 2nd child by my homeboy Star. This shit crazy. And I ain't mean to do this shit. I had to calmly, you can't imagine the shit going through my mind, son. And now I gotta worry about these niggas trying to kill me because I'm armed and dangerous. So I'm going through it, son. This is a lot. This is a lot for a 17-year-old kid. But I walked out my building. I got in that motherfucking cab. I sat there. To my left is the 88 precinct. To my right is my building. I told the cab driver, 34th Street, Penn Station. He drove off. I made it to Penn Station. I jumped on that Amtrak back to Harrisburg. I get to Harrisburg, now I'm on the run. I'm going to stop right there for you. I just gave you part 1 of when I fired the shot. So there you have it. Oh, this shit gonna get deep, bro. This shit gonna get real deep. Because when I fired the shot led to my incarceration. And during my incarceration, my behavior was due to my traumatization from my incarceration. See, I'm gonna give it to you all, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to you all. There was a reason it was C70 Fruit. I was acting out and responding to some things. I was going through some things, you know what I'm saying? But there you have it. That's episode 1 of when I fired the shot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it to you like that. We gonna give you what you want. We gonna give you what you want. So I appreciate you pulling up, checking it out, and you be the judge. Now you have it. For the people back home in Lafayette Gardens, I know it was hard for you to hear this, but I know some of you are proud of me for finally speaking on it. I know some of you are surprised to finally hear the details, but I gave it to you. And me being new to YouTube with my channel, The Real Big Fruit Podcast, to my thousands of subscribers who don't know me, there you have it. For my viewers who are not subscribers, that just like popping in and being fucking nosy, there you have it. You understand what I'm saying? But this shit gonna get deeper because I know you want more and I'm gonna give you more because it's a whole lot more. It's a whole lot more, bro. So don't cheat yourself. Don't break out because you heard about the actual shot, because this shit got deep. This shit got deep in Lafayette Gardens. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, I'm going to end this segment by saying stay tuned for episode 2 of when I fired that shot on the run. Yeah, we're going to label episode 2 on the run. This episode right here, episode 1, I'm going to put a name in the title. But episode 2, when I fired that shot on the run. Y'all stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I just got that shit off my chest, so I'm going to keep drinking. But before I go, I must pay my respects to Lakeisha Shondell May. We know her as Big Sean in Lafayette Gardens. And let me tell you something, son. I know y'all heard me curse this nigga Star out. And I mentioned some things about Sean, her lifestyle. But let me tell you something, I don't give a fuck about that getting high shit. Because my mama got high. My daddy got high. My aunts got high. My cousins got high. I was sniffing cocaine. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that shit. But Sean was the sweetest soul. It was a trio of sisters. There was 3 of them. She was the middle. She was the middle sister. And out of the 3 of them, son, she was the sweetest one to me, man. And I was proud that she birthed a child into my family. Sean was a sweet one. And may she rest in peace. Because no matter what the fuck was going on, she was always the voice of reason, always the one who, the last person to react, which made you realize she was a voice of reason, and she wasn't a follower. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was good people, man, and the fuck, man. She came running out that fucking park, bro. And she got some shit that wasn't for her. You know what I'm saying? It was never meant for her. You know what I mean? A motherfucker didn't run down on Sean, put a bullet in the clip, put a bullet in the chamber, and pick her off. That's not what the fuck happened to Sean. You know what I'm saying? So, there you have it. But, may she rest in peace, man. Because she know where my heart at. And she know I'm trying to send her off right. You know what I'm saying? You know, I pay my respects to her. I try to pay my respects to her family. You know what I'm saying? The best I could. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dominique, my little cousin Dominique Bailey. That's Sean's daughter. We have our relationship. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Star Asia, her firstborn child, her first daughter by my boy Star. I haven't seen her since she was yay big. You know what I mean? But you know, Sean got children out there. Maybe even have grandchildren out there. And I always want to speak of her in a positive light. I always want the family to know I'm remorseful for what happened. I always want the family to know that I loved her. And I appreciate them forgiving me. I appreciate them listening and hearing me out. And you know what I'm saying? For those that, you know, they still feel some type of way, it's respected. It's definitely respected. But everybody know where my heart is at. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, I'm going to end episode 1 of When I Fired That Shot. Y'all stay tuned for episode 2. When I Fired That Shot on the Run, it will be coming soon. Right now, I'm going to drop this video. I ain't going to play with it. I'm going to get to it and handle my business. I'm going to handle my scandal because y'all want the big fruit story. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. In your face, goddamn. That's what Chuck D and him said, right? Bam! Here it is, goddamn. That 88 shit. Yeah, I was told, yeah, that nigga still in 88. Yeah, I'm still in the 80s, son. Word the mother, the best hip-hop ever. Best hip-hop era ever. The 80s and early 90s. On that note, salute.